Die people right name but the wrong location. I got a good idea. So just you keep me near. I'll be so good to you. I'll be so good to you. I wanna have you on it like you want me to. I'll do anything for you. I'll be so good for you. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Oh, what a shame. Pure shame. A pure shame. Oh, pure coin world. Wait a minute, hold on a minute. I'm trying to set this up. Johnny, you're funny, you're funny. That's good, Dale, you're alright. No, a certain channel's going live at 11, and I've been toiling with ideas as in for the last week or so ago, and basically my mind's been going constantly going and going and going and going and going, and somebody said something to me, and the person says to me, why don't you look into promoting what you want to do? And I sat and thought about it, and I was like, well, where do I start? So a good friend of mine's said a few things while being on his live in the chat, and I thought, maybe I'm not looking at it properly. And all of a sudden I thought, hold on, maybe I have isolated myself for too long. Maybe there's stuff that I should have done and I should have just run with it. But when you run, it's better to walk than run, because the minute you start running, sometimes it don't work out the way you planned it. And I was like, because this has been going on for months now, as in I've been busy with fighting this other group and stuff like that, as in because he obviously things it's been seen and whatever else, and emails back and forward to certain people and all that carry on. And I thought, this is not doing it any longer. And I thought, I should be doing my own thing. I should be doing this. If I really wanted to do this and make something of it, I should be doing this out there. I should be making it work for me instead of keep looking at other things that and taking my mind off it and hiding behind it and all the rest. What it was is the title was Smithys Surprise Bag. But the thing is, if I show it, I'm going to spoil it. It's the element of the surprise. If anybody's been actually watching my videos out there, as in what's I've been up to things as in doing different things, and this channel was never about drama or to slag anybody's channel off or slander or whatever else, and that's not what I'm here for. I never ever was. I'm out there to help people and try and, what can you say? I like helping people, I like making others happy, but there's a time for myself as well. And at the moment, my life is up and down at the moment, as in with different things that's going on. Some people know about it, some people don't. But sometimes you've got to promote your channel or whatever else. And I thought maybe doing a live stream. Okay, it's early in the morning, but early in the morning is when UK is about. And I know that there's the coronavirus. I know that, and not many people will be interested in watching me, as in because they're too busy with what happened in the news. And I was looking into that too, about the coronavirus, and I sort of think that what I read, that there was a Prime Minister, his wife contracted it, but it wasn't him that done lockdown. It was Sanchez or another member that knew Sanchez, and they decided that they were going to lock down for 15 days. It might not be that lockdown for 15 days. I know there's been many deaths, and I'm sorry there's been deaths, but when an epidemic happens, you can't stop it. If it's a bug or a live virus is a live virus. You can try and control it to a certain degree, but if you don't, it's like you not having the right tools to do the right job. It's the same with a virus. If you've not got, as in, a live virus to fight off another live virus, or as in to take a sample of it and start working it out, because you start to go to break it down. But by that time, it could be, because obviously it's airborne, you can't see it. And they're saying about mass gatherings. But what are you going to do? Shut the public away, because that is what you're doing. That is what you're doing when you lock down a whole country. When you lock down a whole country. That's exactly what you do. You're shutting it down. And people are frightened because they're like, well, am I going to still have a job or whatever else? And then they're turning around and saying about working from home. But if they're saying about working from home, as in, can the internet actually handle it? As in the thing where you putting things down a telephone line, you got to have strong lines, as in the ranges, so that to do it, as in an email or WhatsApp or whatever video call it, so that they know, that the company knows that you're actually doing the job and you're actually doing your work that you're supposed to be doing. But after they say it's fine for the public to come back out and into normal society again, are they actually going to be coming back to normal society? Because, as in, being working at home, it's hard to change from one thing to another. Okay, some people adapt well, but some others don't. But as I said, this wasn't about, as in, coronavirus or whatever else. This is about, as in, what it is a surprise bag of called Smithys Surprise. Smithys Surprise is Alexander Smith's surprise bag. And what I'm going to show you is something else. This is actually what it is I'll show you. This channel started for nothing. We help, as in with the other group, as in Johnny Five will know, and Johnny Five knows. It's the Hazy Days crew. Always will be, always has been. It's the same as you, Dizzy crew. I was a part of it. I didn't fall out with anybody. I didn't disappear. I went into something that I thought might be unique to bring to the channel. And I think it is. I think it is unique. I actually think it is unique. And this is what it is introducing coins from the USA market into the UK. Because I found out, okay, I've got a lot of supporters in the thingy that are in the USA. Okay, as I put on the title or in the description, as in saying that it would need international tract. That's because I would rather put it in international tract, but this wasn't to do, that. It was to do, as in, introduce the coins, the USA currency, and do the same with the UK currency back to the United Kingdom, back to the USA, and it will happen. But I just need to get it right. I never noticed that. I didn't even know that existed. I thought that there was no stamp markings on them, and now I noticed there is. But I don't know if that's a P or a D. Because if you noticed that Canadian there, as in the Canadian there, the Stamp Martins was totally different, and that one ended up, it looked like a pair of D. But as I said, Smithys Surprise bag is not just, it's not just Canadians. If you've watched the last couple of videos, you'll notice that what I've done is I've put could, it might be, as in, there's a video out there that says it could be. Now I'll put enough. What I'm going to do is in the surprise bags, I'm going to put enough in them to what I think is the value of £15 UK money. But that's only for UK. I cannot, and I'll stipulate this right now, I cannot send them to USA for that price. I will put a bit more in a surprise bag for the USA, because what I've done is, if you notice in the last video, there was something that's unique. This is thing, me. If anybody's watching, as in that is, as in I've changed it for the live one to the thing, me. The live one to the microscope. I change it back again, as in, because as I said, I've got somebody wanting to come up the panel as well. What kind is it? What kind of camera is it?
Good morning, Alex.
Morning. Somebody's asking what kind of camera is that, as in obviously they're talking about the microscope. It's basically a deep stick, because I use the webcam, as in the webcam on my Chromebook, which is a Chromebook 14 with the model CB3431. But that was the microscope, which is that.
Oh yeah.
Which you can put under, because Jerry's asking about it. Because I was trying to get Coinworld UK, because what it is that other channel is coming live at 11 o'clock. It's coming at 11 o'clock, but I'm not going to worry about that other channel, because what he's doing doesn't affect me. And at the end of the day, why should I keep going on and on and on about it? Because all I'm going to do is create attention to that other channel. And it's about time now that I've turned around and said, right, this is what I'm going to do. I've had this idea in my head. I've toiled with it for night after night and thought, hold on. And I thought, I've caught onto something. And I'm thinking, well, I'm going to show the UK coin community, as an actual UK coin community, that stuff does get sent out, because the other channel was doing a thing where it was called a mystery box, but I've never ever seen them putting out a video as in showing, as in them actually sending out a mystery box to somebody, or somebody getting a mystery box and letting people see that they did get it. So I feel as if other people has been ripped off, and it's all been for basically to create drama to that channel, to basically make it big what it wants, because that's what it wants to do. It kept saying taking candy off a baby. So it was laughing that somebody phoned him up and was talking to him over the phone, and he was live at the time showing this. And I'm like, this is all to create drama, but this channel's not about drama. This channel was to bring something unique to the table that was never done for the UK market. It might have been done once before, and maybe it failed. Maybe it did fail at one time. But I'm thinking, if I keep it at cheap money, and put enough into the packet, people like what they see because it's the best. Do you know what I mean? Stop it. It's the best of quality I put in. I don't put if it doesn't pass. If I put some, it's like me doing phones on eBay. I don't just put rubbish on phones as on eBay. I go through phones and until it passes my total as in the way I want it. That's when it goes on. But the last 2 years or the last 4 years, my head's been that messed up. As in, I've been coming. I didn't know where I was coming or go. Didn't know if I was coming or going. So I stopped eBay. As in, totally didn't do eBay. But it's mobile phones. So coins is a new realm to me. Totally new realm. And I put something out there on Facebook, and somebody's like, Alec, if you get Benjis and Walkers, and I was like, what's the because they start calling it Benjis and Walkers. To me, that's a $1. That's a $1 piece. That is a $1 piece. Then you've got a quarter. When they start saying Benjis and Walkers, I'm like, that totally obliterates me. I'm like, what one do you mean? See, a $1. Oh, but they call it different. But they like the USA. I found out that they like your currency. They like your currency. They like United Kingdom currency. But I don't know what currency that they actually want, as in whether it's modern or whether it's older. I don't know. But Zoe Davis is the other partner of Coinworld UK. I've been on talks with Coinworld UK, as in Dale Crane. And what Zoe does is she puts coins on, but Dale didn't know that she was putting coins on eBay. But as I said, if you've watched the last video, I'm trying to not give that away because I'm like, if I give it away, it's not a surprise any longer. But I showed it maybe I put in the description as in maybe, as in there could be. It could be. But the packets, every packet is different. Every packet will be different. There's not any packet that will be the same. You might, unless you buy as in 2 packets, you might find the same coin as in it.
Yeah.
But you'll not actually get a similar coin all the time. It'll be different, and that's why I was trying to put the webcam as in show the webcam, or no they use the webcam, because I'm like, I want people. Yeah, of course I want people up my panel. I don't want them just to be on my own. I hate being on my own or talking to a camera on my own. But as I said, and everybody's like, oh, but okay, some people get bored of me talking about coins, but if that's what the channel's about, you have to talk about the coins. You can't not talk about the coins. I don't mind changing the subject if somebody turns around is let's change the topic. I'll flow with the topic. If somebody says in the chat, as in and asks questions, or they want to ting me as in talk about a different subject, I'll talk about a different subject. It's not a problem. I don't want to make it a big problem. I want a good channel. I want it run properly, but I need to ring me. Mum's just been told that they're making her redundant. The shop's not going to open again. They've shut the shop. They've said close the shop. The shop's no. The lease has not been getting renewed. So Mum's turning around and says it was good for me to go up there because it was only 5 minutes up the road. It was all a couple of hours. It didn't affect her me. It didn't affect her pet. It didn't affect her pension. But now she's saying me as in they've turned around and said as in you've got no job as in of the 24th of March. So now I'm worrying about it because Dad's no longer here, so Dad can't help out. But I managed to, and as I said, they took the pip away from me. They've turned around and said that I have not enough points, so I'm not entitled to TSA, which is only like, I think it's like £250 a fortnight, which is about £70 a week. Is about that. So I'm like, well, I've got to do something. And I'm like, well, if I'm invested in coins, I'm not going to take the money out of coins. I'm going to use a bit for coins, but I'm also going to, because that was the whole idea in the first place, was to make it to bring in a regular income as something. If it's phones or doing eBay or whatever. But see, with eBay, you've got to have, if you want regular clients, you've got to have social media. I never had social media. So I don't know. I could put on stuff as the week before, maybe save 12 items. But where I sell the 12 items, do you know what I mean? It's immaterial. Because I might sell them, I might not sell them. But because I know phones, but I don't want to be just on one thing, just the mobile phones. I've got other skills as well, because I would love to do like collaborations as well with other channels, or go and see. It's like go see Snobby Scrap Picker and go work for him for a day. Do you get me, Snobby? As in coming down to yours or whatever, and bring a set of tools, or as in tools there or whatever, and pull things up. Pull something apart that you like then, because I like doing that too. I don't have a driving license, but I could jump on a train as in and get a cheap fare, because as in the you can use what do you call it? They say to me some places are cheaper to travel by your free bus pass, because I've got like a free bus pass, because they ding me as in I've got the leg, because they said that you had to have a leg or an amputation for to actually get a free bus pass. So but the only thing is, PIT was supposed to be for mobility, but if I'm not entitled to that mobility, I can't go to I can't get another one off a rail card. My actual rail card, which gives me a third off to travel anywhere in the country, a third off, runs up in, I think it's July. So that runs up. So I can't renew it, because it doesn't say nothing about as in have you lost a limb, or as in can you send one for your consultant, for your consultant. It doesn't have that on it. It says about entitled to ESA, DLA, Warpaint, service thing or whatever, and a senior thing. And I'm like, no, I've not got them. And I'm like, well, I'm going to be stuck for that. So it's going to, but then if you go on Train App, you watch for the cancellations, as in for whatever the destination you're going to, and you can book it. So it means if I booked it, but the thing is, it saves me having bed and breakfast, as in instead, because it means then if I went to yours, would it be all right to stay overnight so to go back in the morning? I would need to do it that way, because at the end of the day, as in the end, that would be bed and breakfast. I don't mind chipping in a bit in somebody's place, but I don't want to feel that they're obliged, if you get me as well. Because it's a long travelling from Scotland to wherever you stay, and then back, as in, because I don't like travelling late at night time, as in because of the young Neds and all that carry on. Because I don't want to start having to get into fights and all that carry on, and fighting with people.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
I just want a comfortable life, a peaceful life. I've got to the age of 40 odd year of age, and it's time to settle down, as in to actually sort of take life a bit easier than what I used to. Because I've done motors and all that carry on. I've done heavy lifting, as in cleaning cars and all that carry on. It's like when I go on Ali Mac, okay, I talk about coins, but I like Ali Mac's subject as well, because I like cars and all.
Yeah, well, that's what brings us all together. We all do something different.
Exactly.
We all do something different, and we mustn't forget, Alex, that your content is great. You know, you've got to stick and concentrate more on that. You know, you ain't got to worry about giving out packages or trying to sell packages or anything like that. Just concentrate on your subject, your channel. Yeah. Just keep working on that.
See, the thing is, you can do intros and all the rest. I can't do half them things as an intros and all that. Carry on.
Well, you'll see that,
Things just done.
uh,
And in every video that I do is basically just done with a camera and run with it. It's never scripted. It's never scripted. So if
no,
there's mistakes in it, I'll leave these mistakes in it for a reason, because I feel that when somebody said to me when I first started this, keep it real, it means do not change yourself as in front of a camera. Be real to your supporters. And also, I thought that when they said keep it real meant as in keep the videos real. So I tend to as in make it with the mistakes in it. So if there's a mistake there, I just let it slip.
Look, you can muck around with intro makers. You can get free apps, right? You just got to tap in on Google, free intro makers, right? And you'll get a whole list of intro makers that come up, right? Now, you may have to pay a tiny subscription, right? The one-off, right? To be able to remove the watermark. Not necessary. It's not necessary, but then you can start experimenting with making an intro, right? Failing that, right, you could always email Ali Mac, right? He has the software to be able to make you an intro for a small charge, you know, because obviously we can't do everything for nothing. But that one-off little payment.
You're saying something that's thing me. I'm actually slightly. I don't know how to accept it. I wouldn't say tearful, but I'm like overwhelmed with you saying, because I've never ever turned around and said that I'm not willing to pay anybody as in for anything they do for me. I don't expect anything for free. I've never ever expected anything for free. It's like when they say donations, I'm sort of like I don't know how to accept that when it says donations or a donation. I can't get that round I can't get in my head that concept, because when in the United Kingdom, when you say a donation, that's putting money into a bucket. You can't tell them where that money goes.
Right, well, as I say, you've got to look at where you're going to go with your channel, the videos that you make. You've got to start putting out videos, right? Now, obviously, your channel, you're very, very interested about coins. So maybe, as just a suggestion, you start off with one coin in the UK, maybe the 50p piece, right? Making a video, which you've already done, but not solely on the 50p piece. So your first video, and what I would suggest, excuse me, coronavirus, is you pick out a 50p piece, right? You've got the book, you've got the knowledge, right? So you could then, don't keep your videos too long, no need to. One 50p piece, talk about it, say how many are in circulation, exactly when they were printed or stamped, whatever, how long they've been out, so on and so on and so on. Because you know there's quite a few different 50p pieces out there, right?
So, hang on, he's holding that other group is holding the information back because they're not telling you. Well, because it's not the standard run of the mill 50p pieces. It's worth the money. It's the ones with the reverse designs on them. So you've got Tom Kitten, and every one of the ones that's got a design on them. Some of them, there's like 3 different versions. There's like a silver version, and then you get a pied version. So that's when the money goes up further.
Right. So to me, right, that is screaming content, right? Because just for instance, if there's, say, an example, there's 20 different 50p pieces out there, I know for a fact there's a hell of a lot more than that. Right, because you've got Paddington Bear, you've got all the Olympic ones, blah, 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 blah. There's there's probably maybe more than 100 different 50p pieces out there. So if you was just to concentrate on your channel, don't worry about anyone else's channel, what they do, what they don't do, right? Yeah, just concentrate on your channel. Take no notice of what's going on with other coin communities, because they ain't worried about you, right? They're only worried about their channel. So you could start off with the 50p pieces, and you could make up 100 videos that are only 2 or 3 minutes long that are explaining to people about the 50p pieces. You've got the books, you've got the knowledge, right? You've just got to put it up here and let it come out of here, show the coin, do the video, right, and post it. Now, I wouldn't go mental and post a video every single day, because that won't work, right? You can, by all means, you can put out 10 videos a day if you want, but unfortunately, right, when you put a video out, YouTube will push you and promote you the maximum they can for 24 hours on that one particular video.
Right.
If you then go and release another video within that 24-hour period, it will not get pushed 100% as the first one did until that 24-hour period's up. Once that 24 period's up, then release another video. Then that will get pushed.
I'll tell you what happened. We were sitting in Ali Max, and do you know that Edward, whatever his name is, Edward, it was him that asked the question about the 50p, and then he started on about the pound coin, and that's where it ended up. I was like, hold on a minute here, there's content, and I'm like, there's a question that needs answered, answered. And that's what the whole video came about. But I've also thing with this, I'm saying I was trying to push the surprise bag, because I really want the surprise bag to take. I want the surprise bag to take off, because it's not just got UK coins in it. It's got some USA currency, and it's the USA currency I want to push. I want to push it into India.
Right. So at the moment, Alex, right, you're not monetized, are you?
I've got the one over the 1,000 watchers, but I don't think I've got the 4,000 watchers yet.
Right. So the best thing you can do right now is to get your 4,000 watch hours, so that you become monetized, and that you start to see some little financial reward from YouTube, right? Because you can't keep. I know you're selling the packages, isn't you, like for £15 or something?
That's what I put on it for 15 me. That's including the postage and package. Because I worked out that I used to put out phones, and it cost me $3.95. That's second class recorded. A second class recorded. I've always used second class recorded.
And how many you sold?
None yet, because I haven't been promoting it.
Right. So on every single video that you do, to finish off the video, you could then say, I do have a surprise package here at the cost of £15. So every time you do a video, you can then hold that package up and let it out there. Already, you've probably seen my videos about if anybody would like to send me any scrap in the post, right?
You had to get that big package thing, because there was no way you could fit that in the post.
Right. So I've recently, just before when you emailed me this link, directly seconds after, I then got another email from somebody that wants to drop some stuff off.
Good.
Right. So this is what I'm saying to you. Start off with a 50p piece at random. It can be anyone, right? It can be the most basic 50p. Explain about it, blah, blah, blah. How many were in circulation? How many were produced? Because it tells you they were made in the millions, right? It's going to take a little bit of, getting used to doing this. And then at the end of the video, say, and I have these surprise packages for sale. They're £15 posted in the UK. Yeah?
There you go. There's, as you said, there's 2011. There's 2011.
Yeah.
That's what doing. I've been every time I got them in my change, I've been taking them out the change at my change because I got instead of a wallet, I got like a pencil case. So I put my small change, I put it in. So if I spot a 50 pence piece or whatever with a design on it, I'll take it out and then I'll think me
Right.
away out the road because I'm like, that's going for the package. That's going for the packages. It's instead of me going to the bank and getting £250 worth because I know I noticed a lot of channels is doing what they call a coin hunt and they're going through the banks, but I don't want that because there's too many of them. To me, it's like copycatting somebody else. Somebody else is doing it, so there's too many doing it.
And that's what I said to you. Don't worry about other people's channels. Do it your way. Yeah, do it your way. I could get my coin collection out right now, right? And I've probably got coins that you've not got, right? But what I'm saying to you is, right, in your videos, not only could you display your surprise package, you could also say, if there's anyone out there that have got a question for me regarding UK coins, drop a comment, right? And then that's how you'll start to get it going. That will then feed your content, give you more information and things to do, yeah, and more knowledge because you'll have to do the research on it. You'll then have to do a video on it, so on and so on. And that's how it'll evolve. But right now, I will just concentrate on doing videos that are 3-4 minutes long, right?
Aye.
Yeah. Yeah, well, don't worry about them right now.
Aye, but a lot of the supporters are USA.
Aye? Yeah, but don't listen. It don't matter about that, right? As you just said to me about 5 minutes ago, the US coin community are interested in the UK coins, right? Exactly. So once they know that you're putting out these videos that are informative about UK coins, that's when the interest is going to come in. Don't worry about them. They will find you because it's what they want to know. Yeah, it's like you having a lot of interest in the US coins, maybe. You will find them. So if they're that interested...
I had that guy that once, my two suppliers that I used to have, mate, I can't get a hold of. Right. BLK's back. Lemonhead, because Lemonhead did diabetes. I've been on Conan stream. He wants to supply me. He wants to supply me the coins, as in but he's like he said to me, he says you need people that are in the UK that are interested. Go to coin shops, go round your area, go as in you need to find where they do like the big fairs and all that carry on, where they do like the coin seminars and stuff like that. So it was him that made me sort of think, hold on a minute here. And it sort of bang. And that's when I put something on Facebook because I was like, I don't want on Facebook and I don't want that. And I was like, I don't want people coming to my door. And actually I was like, I didn't want to put it on. But then I thought, hold on, I'm missing a market here. As in there's coin chat, there's like change checker on there. You've got like all different as in coin communities are buy and sell ones on Facebook. So I'm like, well, if I put something on them, just showing something, this might take off.
Yeah.
As you said, the Americans want the UK coins. So I can't just, although that you're saying not to do USA currency at the moment, you didn't say not to do it. But what you're saying is we want the Americans will want the content of the UK coins and want to know more about it.
Well,
I get you.
Yeah, but don't forget, there are a lot of people like myself that have collected coins, yeah, i.e. the 50p Olympic ones, right? Because apparently there were a few fake ones around at the time as well.
Right.
Right. So I have a collection. Do I have the full collection?
Right. I think if I can, if Lighty collects, I think I can remember him saying, I think there was 29 in total of Olympics. I think it was 29 of them.
But what about the handover coin?
Which one's that?
Ah, that was the coin that was produced, the handover coin, the Olympic handover coin, which was where the Olympic was going next.
Right.
And it was called the handover coin. I haven't got that one.
Right.
That one is as rare as rocking all shit. Yeah, I could buy that from the mint factory, but I haven't actually found it in circulation.
I can see. This is why I'm trying to get the UK ones on board with us, because the thing is, they're way that other channel, but they also trade and swap with each other. So as in some of the UK boys actually swap and trade coins, what they've got is doubles. So it goes back and forward. And this is why I wanted to bring my channel somewhere, because I was like, I don't just want to do selling coins. I want to do swaps and trades as well. But I want fair swaps and trades that everybody thinks that they're not getting duped or they're not getting ripped off and feel as if they've had a bad deal. That's
right. Well,
the way I want.
The only way, yeah, but the only way you're going to do that and get yourself out there, Alex, is to continuously making videos, right? You need to get your 4,000 watch hours, okay? You need to get that, because then you will start to see a very small revenue coming back to your channel to pay for your channel, right? You can't keep flooding money into your channel. Your internet service needs paying for, right? It needs paying for. It's as simple as that. So the only way you're going to do that is by doing live streams, building up the hours as well, and by putting videos out, because videos will always be there. You know, they need to be done.
Aye, but the thing is, even though that I get money off the government, I still give my mum something, because it's my mum's house. Mum, this is my mum's house. This is where I work from. This is where my dad used to work from. He used to work from here, as in self-employed, so that the cost was very minimum. And
yeah, I understand that. But you still need to get yourself monetized ASAP, so that people then can drop you super chats and things like that. You just need to do it. It's as simple as that. I mean, some people get monetized and don't even put their super chat button on, because they feel it's a form of begging or anything like that. Myself, I don't see it as a form of begging. If someone wants to give you £5 out of the goodness of their heart towards your channel, that's up to them. That's what it's for. I mean, millions and millions of people have got it.
You understand, Snobby? I know exactly what you're saying, mate. I understand, because you're putting out content. You are actually working, as in on your channel. You're working. You're letting them see. You're giving them information.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, you should just take that on board. Take it on board. Have a think about it. Go through the 50p pieces in the range. There's quite a lot. There's lots of content there on just the 50p piece. You know, like the history or whatever it is. There's loads of history there. There's loads of content there.
But
as I say,
the thing is, the reason why I dedicated that one back to Lighty Collects was because if he hadn't put the book out there, I would never have known about that book existed. But I bought it off of Amazon, and that come as a kit. That's decimal, and then you've got pre-decimal. So you've got a bigger book, as in it's Amazon's. It come from Amazon. They're brand new, but I didn't know they were a kit. I just saw that book on. I didn't know it was a twin part. So I paid for whatever it cost for that book, and then when I got the parcel, I opens it up and I sees 2 books, and I thought, that's not right. And I was like, hold on, and then I twigged, because one says decimal, one says pre-decimal. So that goes back to Celtic. It goes right back to Celtic, that. So it gives you all the history of England coins. But England is associated with Scotland, and then you've got Ireland, but it doesn't have, I haven't seen any Irish coins in it. but it
Yeah.
showed on the map where everything was sort of. It started round and it shows you all the bits as, and they've got like sections where certain things came from.
Yeah, but right now in your YouTube situation and your how far you're into it, you've got your 1,000 subscribers. Fantastic, right? That's brilliant. So now you've got to work on your hours, Alex. So you need, and I stress this, you need to put out videos regularly, every other day if you have to. You got the time, right? Don't make them too long. Make them nice and clear so people can hear them, right? Even if you have to rehearsal it a couple of times, yeah? Don't video it, rehearsal it. Make sure you've got it all fluently and cleanly and, you know, precise. Then video it. If you're not happy with that video, then do another one until you're happy with it. You know, but bear in mind, 2.5, 3 minutes long. Because what you don't want to do, right, is for people to go, you know, oh, I'm clicking off it. Because it's only 2 or 3 minutes, that's not a lot to ask. You know, because I know already, right, from the videos that I've put out, it gives you all the analytics and gives you everything, right, that you need to know. YouTube may be lying a little bit, but if I put out a 7-minute video, it tells me in a few days that the average watch duration is half. So people ain't even watching a 7-minute video.
I know.
Right?
They watch 10 seconds or 20 seconds of that video as in the first part, and that's how they get their information wrong, because they end up, they comment to the 10 seconds or 20 seconds they've watched. They don't watch the whole way through the video. So you might have not got the point across, or that person might not just come with a point across straight away in the first 10 seconds or 20 seconds. It might be in the middle or at the end of the video.
Right, answer this one for me. I watched your video this morning, a 9-minute video, right? In full. Did you get a YouTube notification that I watched it?
I don't know. Because I've got the thing there. I've got this little account. I've got like 2 accounts doubled up. So I've got like that. This one is supposed to be for my tablet, but the tablet don't let me if I used it for StreamYards, it would only be like that. So I'm like, no, so that's why I use my Chromebook. So I take the same account and jump over onto my Chromebook, but this thing's never switched off. So it's like it's as if it's double accounted. So any notification sometimes comes through as in like if you've put a thumbs up or whatever, but it'll tell me like if you done it like 2 years ago or whatever. Hold on.
Yeah. I'll get you.
I want to see exactly what you just said. Just it says someone liked your reply. No,
yeah.
It's saying that was 2 years ago. Someone liked your reply.
Yeah. See, and then already, because that video is what's been out a couple of days now, isn't it?
The UK currency one came out. See when I come off Ali Max, I think I done it it was either that night or the day after that I done that, as in when that I came off Ali Max stream, as in when that question was asked about a 50p piece and a £1 coin, and it was Edward, I think it was Edward Thomas is the guy's name is, asked the question, how much is it worth? How much is a 50p worth? And how much is it about the old £1 coin? And that's when I done me. That's when I done it.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest, I'll say it's not a big concern, right? But what I've picked up from people when you're on panel and things is you perhaps speak a little too fast, right? So you need to maybe concentrate only when you're doing videos, right? Because that's when it matters. It's just slow the pace down a little bit so it comes across more clearly. Yeah. And without doing this, right? Without doing this, without doing this, without doing this,
What?
right?
Doing what?
Sometimes
What
what you do.
when I did that?
No. What I'm saying is sometimes you might say something 3 or 4 times and it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, right? If you do you know what I'm saying?
I get stuttery. I actually get stuttery.
A little bit stuttery. I don't like to use that word, right? But that's sometimes how it seems. Now, if you just slowed that pace down a little bit, Alex, even if you have to write it down,
Snobby,
right?
tell you something, it's like my brain is running at a million miles an hour, but I can't get it out fast as in thing. I can't get it out of that. That's the problem.
Right. So we've discovered that, right? So I'm no expert, right? But what I'll suggest is to write it down. Bear in mind, you're only doing a 2 or 3 minute video. So if you write it down and read through it, what you're going to say in that video, right, that will help you then to read it. And then you'll have it, if you know what I mean. So there ain't none of this. So there ain't none of this. So there ain't none of this, but you'll get there. You know, although we know that's you, right? But as to help you, yeah, to produce a better video for people to watch, yeah, maybe you do need to write it down. It's not going to take you a lot, you know, and in time, after a few times, you might not have to write it down anymore. You know, it's all to make your channel, because, you know, it's about your YouTube channel.
I'm not taking you. Sometimes I take it as if people are getting at me as it's like you do it, but I'm not, because I understand I'm taking that in a positive way. You talking to me, okay, there's only you on the panel, but it's still shown live, and I'm not trying to interrupt you while you're talking. But I'm also trying to, because this is what happens when you've got 6 in the panel. I feel as if I'm sat there like that half the time, but I'm agreeing and I'm listening to what's being said. But I'm also interacting with the panel, or not the panel, as Raphael says. Sometimes you go off topic because I'm watching the chat, so I'm actually sitting there typing. Me going like that in my head, and that's me because I've got like the drawers, and I've got the computer on the drawers, but my back actually, if I'm sat too long, Snobby, my back starts to hurt, and I think I can't slide the chair further, or you see me going like that as if I'm moving right into like the camera like that, but I'm sitting there typing.
Oh. Yeah, because I can't see the chat, and Dusty's just told me, here Matthew said hello. Ali Mac said hello guys.
Am I all right in the chat? I'm not reading the chat.
I can't see the chat, I'm on the phone.
I've actually got the thing we pulled up, but it's YouTube is having a hell of a time at the moment, because it's not showing up. The chat's not showing up in mine's, as in ding me. The last one, it says hello everyone out there, and then ding me, and that's it. I've got a blank thing me, and the only one I've got is Johnny 5 and Coinworld UK, so it's not refreshed itself. So whatever you've seen, Dusty's getting it as in straight away, as in ding me. It's playing. It's not StreamYards it's playing up. It's YouTube it's playing up. It's been doing that for the last couple of days. Everybody's having that problem. I went on a panel, I ended up with a green screen, and I had to jump back off it and back on it again. As YouTube's been playing up.
Well, we know they're a little bit understaffed right now, don't we?
Aye, probably.
Well, they are. They're well understaffed right now. So look, I'm gonna have to tap out very soon, because I need to get down into my shed. #workshop. Call it what you like, but I've got to go down here and get bungalow, whatever you want to call it, and get some videos done. All right.
I know that. Because, I was hoping you would come up in panel. I just emailed it, and I was like, if Ali Mac comes on, he comes on. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I don't hold anybody with a gun to their head and say, you have to come on my panel. if I put it out there, because I've got some emails, I know how to do the invite, because you get that box up as in with StreamYards and you press a Gmail and it'll take you to Gmail, and as long as you've got their email address, you can then send it. But I don't know, because you don't know who's your friend and who's not, so you've got to decide who do I bring up in the panel.
Right. I'm going to make a little suggestion to you, Alex, right? About what we've spoke about you maybe starting off with your videos regarding 50p pieces, right? And I'm going to give you don't have to, but you can do the video 2 or 3 minutes long and then send it to me, right, before you post it, to see what I think of it, right? Not that it matters what I think of it, right? It doesn't matter. It's your channel, it's your content, right? And I might be able to show it to Dusty as well and say, what do you think of this? Can you hear it well enough? Did he explain it well enough? You know, if you need any advice like that, fine. Send me the link to the video and I'll watch it before you put it public.
See, the thing is, Coinworld UK puts out good content, and he also, when he does a coin, he actually talks about a coin and he'll tell you, and he's actually got it in a, he's not got a book like I've got, he's actually got it on a notepad, and he goes through it, tells you what it is and all the rest. And I just didn't want to feel like I was doing somebody else's content, as in the same coin or the same way that he's doing things. I want to
that you could say that about my channel, that I take the Hoover apart that someone else done last week. I don't care whether 50 people have taken apart the same Hoover of what I've taken apart. I ain't bothered. I'm going to take it apart and I'm going to do it the snobby scrap picker way. Yeah? And it'd be the same as when you talk about a 50p piece, you're going to do it the Alex way. Right? It ain't going to be word for word. It's coming from Alex, not the coin collector, whoever he is. It's coming from you. And that's what people are going to take to.
The old man angry. It hit me hard when the old man get taken out in the thing, me. Get taken out in the body bag. When I saw the body bag, and that was the day I knew he wasn't coming back. But the thing is, he always used to turn around and say, "You're thick, you're stupid." And my mum turned around and says, "Don't keep saying that to him, he will believe it." So I did believe it, but I idolized him. No end. But the thing was, the only thing that spoiled him was the drinking.
Yeah, well, you know, Alex.
No, but the thing is, Snobby, I want him to be proud of me up there. That's what I want. And that's why I'm doing it.
Well, always bear that in mind when you're doing the videos then. Yeah?
That's why the banner, I found that banner on YouTube, that banner with the one with the fishing boat, and everybody says comments to it as in what rock is that and what's all that bit. And I'm like, I can't describe it because it was one of YouTube's banners, but because he loved fishing boats, I won't take that off. Because it's in memory to him.
Yeah, I'll get that and I understand that, right? Don't think that I don't. But it's your channel, Alex, right? And I'm sure that your old man would be looking and thinking, well, hold on a second. This is Alex's channel. He needs to do it for Alex.
Aye, exactly.
Right? He needs to do it for Alex. It's as simple as that. Yeah, by having that there, right, that banner there is a constant everyday reminder, right, which may not do you any good long term, right? Yeah, and I'll talk to you this as a mate that lives next door, right, as a mate. Yeah?
Aye.
I fully appreciate your situation, and it happens to millions of people every day. It will happen to me one day, and you might be able to talk to me with the knowledge that you've had since you lost your father, right? Because one day mine will disappear. And then you'll think to yourself, hold on a second, I will talk to Snobby about my experience and stuff like that. Yeah. Because listen, let me tell you something. When your dads say this always stupid or whatever, this blah, 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 you know why they do that? Do you know why they do it? Do you have any idea why they do it?
I sort of do and I don't. I sort of do and I don't.
Well, I'll tell you now. I'll tell you now. Listen. I'll tell you now. I'll tell you now, right? It's because they know that you are smarter than them, right? It's the same as my son, right? My son will be 29 this year. He will be 30 this year. My son will be 30 this year, right? And trust me, right? He is smarter than me. It's as simple as that.
I got four girls, and the only one that did me as in she started writing me as in a letter, and because it's open letters, as in she sends me letters from time to time, as in or a thank you card, because I always make sure that Christmas that they get Christmas money and birthday money, but they get it together because of the situation. But she is smart. She is a smart cookie, as the one at 14, and then you get the one underneath her.
And don't forget, right? Please don't forget that it was that generation as well. We don't live in that world. We don't live in that generation, right? So today, you don't say to your kids, "Oh, you're stupid, you're thick, you're this, you're that," right? We just don't do that.
Exactly.
Right? What we do today, more than anything else, is to encourage and compliment, right? And say we're proud of you, and this, that, and the other, right? Because let me tell you, because I've actually seen this. I've seen this on quite a few occasions, right? Fathers that dote, and do you know what the word dote means?
No.
Right, well, dote pretty means they absolutely adore their children, right? They dote over them. They can't. Their children can never do anything wrong.
Right. I get you.
The father is immensely proud of them, and he actually shows these children that, right? Too much. So when that father passes away, then children, whatever age they are, find it very, very difficult to deal with that situation. Right. So sometimes a father can be a little bit hard, a little bit, not to the point where the actual son hates the father to a degree, but is very, very thick-skinned, as it were. And it wants to show you.
But there's one thing that I hang me, as in I didn't want to put it there, was as in my situation, as in my personal stuff, and I didn't want to put that out there because I don't actually get to see my kids, so that is
right. Well, this is a problem with YouTube in general, right? Don't mix the two together.
I know that.
Yeah? Don't mix them together. Stick to YouTube and your channel and your content. If you want to do an emotional YouTube channel and a mental health one, then do one.
I don't want to do that. I want to think because I want it on specifically. That was the whole idea behind it, because they will come back to you. I've been told that they will come back to me in time. They will come back to me in time, and I want them to be proud of their father, that he's done something for me to be able to tell them that what I've done. Because I felt as if I wasn't doing that, and I'd isolated myself. I'd shut myself away from society, and now I'm eventually coming out. Now I'm starting to slowly come out.
Yeah. Well, as I said to you about sending a video to me to look at, for Dusty to look at, because trust me, I've had other people on YouTube, right, that have sent me videos to have a look to see what I think. Who the fuck am I? Who the fuck am I? Who am I? I'm no judge and jury.
I
but
know.
they sent the videos to me to see what I think of them before they actually post them. You know, I mean, it's a little crazy, but it is.
I know. It's like a second opinion. A second opinion. It's that bit of advice. That second opinion. Does it look right? Is it? Because you could just. That's what I tend to put things out. I feel as if some of my videos are crap. Some of them are crap, but others would disagree with that and say, no, I think they're actually doing me. It's awesome content, or what's coming out it is awesome content, but you just don't put it the way it should be put. That's
Right.
all.
Right. So I would today, if you get the opportunity, to maybe email Ali Mac, right? Get his email and ask him how much would he charge to do a nice intro for your channel, right? Not a long one, not a big one, but he's obviously going to spend time doing that, Alex. And he's obviously going to have to send it to you, and you're going to say, well, no, yeah, well, it's all right, but could you just do this? Could you just do that? Then he's got to go back to the drawing board and then reproduce another one for you, because they are bloody good, yeah? And see how much he's going to charge. First things first is ask him how much will he charge you to do an intro.
I would like either the Phoenix as in coming like with the banner, as in what I said to Brain was, as in I want the Phoenix either come as if it's swooping in, or I want the Phoenix as if it's burnt. It's actually burnt.
Yeah.
You know how they say the Phoenix is burnt for the rashes, or it burnt, it crashed and burned. Well, I want it as if it's rising for the ashes. That's what I would really like.
Yeah, well, you can give an idea. Obviously, you can't expect it to be exactly how you'd like it to be.
I know.
You know, but if you can get very close to it or similar to it, then that's fantastic.
Exactly.
You know, and sometimes, just first things first, I'll just ask him how much he's going to charge for one.
I know.
You know, who knows? Who knows? And take it from there. And then, as I say, start to do your videos, Alex, and concentrate on them. Don't worry about anything else. The more you single focus your channel, the better it is for you. Hey, how many 50p pieces have you got around you right now that are all different?
Tomcat. There was one where I gone. There's one where as if it's. There's Olympic. I had 3 Olympics, or a couple of them I've sent away. As in, there was one where I got. There was one with a gun. As in, shooting or whatever. As in, there's a gun, and then it's like half and a half, and then I've got one that's hanging that's on a bike, and then there's one there. She's lifting. It looks as if she's lifting weighting scale.
You're talking about the Olympic ones now, aren't you?
Aye.
Right. So, in general, how many different 50p piece coins have you got there now? I bet you got a few, haven't you?
I've stashed them all away because I'll get coins here and coins there. I'll get the two. I've got that area folding out. I've got that bit there. I've got a box of stuff down there. I've got a bit in there, and I've got about 3 different packets with different stuff in it. But I've also got a mixture of UK and a lot. See, I've got 5 boxes worth of stuff that's all American stuff, but I've also got bits that's UK stuff that I've just started getting as in bits and pieces, because it's like that. There's like 4 books in that, but as in that came for an auction. That's what I'm saying. I know where to go to get that stuff, but it's whether anybody would be interested in it. That's the thing.
Yeah, but that's still not answered my question, Alex.
Aye, but that's what I'm saying. You could show day coins or whatever else. So you get 5 crowns, you get £5 coins, you get thingy. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but you're sort of going off track a little bit.
I know.
You're going off track a little bit, yeah. In that conversation, you just told me about this, that, and all that. Yeah, but we're actually talking about 50p piece coins, and how many have you got there that you can talk about? How many videos can you make from just the 50p piece coins you've got there right now. I mean, I've probably got, I'm only guessing, but I've probably got at least 40 minimum, at least 40 different 50p coins. So to me, if I was to do a coin channel, already I've got 40 videos.
Oh, there's a jersey 20p piece, and then you get there a normal 50p one. So I've got, that's what I'm saying. I'm 4 or 5. I maybe have like maybe 8 or 10, maybe say 8 or 10, and I wrote every one of them's different. I know exactly which ones are which, as and I've got like Tomcat. I've got like Tomcat, and I've had Paddington Bear. That last one I done UK coin. It was UK coin mold. It says that's Paddington Bear St Cathedral's Palace. He's at the and he could tell me, and I put see when I reply to my comments. So if somebody says that's such and such, I'll take that on board. That is such and such, but I won't turn around and say, well, you know, F all. That's wrong. That's wrong information. I'll put as in your comments being appreciated, as in so that they know that I've seen that.
Yeah.
I don't ignore things because I don't see the point of ignoring it. Unless it's in your spam folder and you don't know about it, then that's a different scenario altogether.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Alec, I'm going to have to tap out. I've been here over an hour now, and I've got to get a few things done myself today. It's been a great chat, right? I hope we can both go from this with more experience to our YouTube channels. And if there's anyone in the chat, I'll see you later. Yeah, I hope you can take some and get some videos done, Alex. Yeah, get in touch with Ali Mac, get a nice little intro done, because obviously if that's a 10-second or 15-second intro, well, that's half of a minute straight away. They've got to watch 15 seconds before they actually get to your video. So if you do a 2.5 minute or 3.5 minute video, that's a total of 4 minute video, which is fantastic. Because what you don't want is people not watching it. You want people to watch the 4 minutes, enjoy it, interact with you, you know, be interested in what you've got to say about 50p piece coins, because there's going to be people out there. There's 70 million people in the UK.
I know. There's a lot of people.
70 million. Not 7,000, 70 million people. People out there. There's 70 million people in the UK.
I know.
Wow.
There's a lot of
that
people.
Sounds like me. Not 7,000.
Hello.
Right, Alex, I'm out of here.
All right, because the thing me, I'm trying to put the pop-up chat because CoinWorld's come back in, and it was thing me. I actually emailed CoinWorld as in a link, but his computer's not up to expectation at the moment. So if he's sitting in the chat, it means he's kicking about, and he's said that he's back. So basically, that's Zoe, whatever is back. So it means then that CoinWorld might come pop in as in one up in the chat or up in the panel as in, but he's probably using his phone. It means then I've got to put it out, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do the other way, the email, so that it's done privately.
Well, it don't matter if you put the link out. It doesn't matter if you put the link in the chat. You've got control, and make sure that you know the person in the basement, and make sure they do like a command, whether it's stick the fingers in the ears or whatever it is, you know, and make sure it's that person. Simple, isn't it? So I expect to see a video from you at this point, some point this week, Alex.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Right. I'll see you on the flip side, as it were.
Yep.
See you later, Alex. Everyone in chat. Bye for now.
Mm-hmm. Costa Rica, 2008. Republic of the Costa. And on the other side, you've got the 10 colonels. Uh, 50 centimeters. 1930. Then another one, Francois. A Francois. A Francis. A fuck. Still on number 12. What do you mean number 12? I know. Ridiculous. I know Cornwall. Ridiculous, buddy. Into it. I know. Is it that bad? Are they backlogged? Ridiculous. Scandalous. Oh well. Oh well, if it happens, it happens. Not your fault. Not your fault, buddy. As I said, I don't hold anybody. I don't hold anybody to a loaded gun. If it's one of the things you can't help it, you got to go. Hey, prescription, you get your thingy, you still get your normal run of the life to lead. I'm just trying to make it interesting, that's all. Trying to put content out. Hoping that maybe somebody down me as in the UK people will be interested in the coins. That's what I'm saying. $half. So as I said, some of the single class that I'm saying, some of the single stuff would be in it. So you maybe get the thingy, you maybe end up with a $half in it. But you'll end up with a few coins of USA. You'll end up with a few coins of USA in it. So that's what, as I said, that's what Surprise Bag's all about. And that was what I was trying to put out there was basically that was what I was trying to show. But I didn't want to be rude. And I didn't want to seem arrogant or whatever else. So I like people coming up in the panel. Don't get me wrong. I would never stop people coming up in the panel at the end of the day. But as I'm saying, it was all to introduce. So the surprise bag could have but I said it won't be just one coin you'll get. You'll get a whole load of coins in it. So you probably get, as in if you haven't seen the video before, as in the one before the one about the introduction, the 50 pence pieces and all that, you'll see one that says the goodie bag. So the goodie bag will have $1 in it. There's a UK commemorative, because I know the prices on stuff, so I'm sort of, that's got tape on it to hold it together so it basically stays in its packet, as in the commemorative. So you'll get that in it. As I said, I've got 13 made up by now, so you've got, as in there's a Brazil coin, there's a 10 centavos, and then you've got, that's an Indian head, so they're an Indian head. And there's the buffalo in the back. So that could be in it. You'll get a Canadian. You get a 1 cent 1979 S. You get quite a good bit for your money. Put it that way, as in because there's like, as I said, there's like £5. There's like £5 that would go to postage and packaging. So you'll get your package, as in if you're in the UK, you'll get your package. You'll get your package as in second class recorded. So you'll get it recorded as in delivery, as in with its own unique number, so that if you email me, I can turn around and say, well, this is the tracking number. That's when I sent it away. And there's Elizabeth II, as in there a sixpence. And then, as I said, I'm trying to introduce you to, as in, because obviously there's been a few channels that you maybe have seen or you maybe have watched, and basically you see these coins getting shown and you've had to go on a website and all the rest, as in you think me, and then they're turning around and saying to you, well, you'll win points or about the points, and all the rest. It's a load of baloney. I can tell you right now, it's a load of baloney. This is proper. I run a clean show. Anything they hang me, if I've got a supplier and they hang me as in somebody supplying me, I pay the supplier I deal with. And this is the whole idea, was to introduce the coins as in the American coins into the UK market. And as Snobby said, as you heard well as well, I will be doing videos as in on probably literature, as in when I get time. When I don't, what happens is I like sometimes gets a down day. When Alec gets a down day, he doesn't want to do nothing. He doesn't want to do not a thing. Nothing gets done. He sits and watches or lays watching videos, as in ding me watching other people's channels, as in because I know a whole load of people as in through the YouTube channel, because the last 3 years that's all I've done is sit and watch YouTube. And for the last 2 years I've been doing me as in building my supporters up. I've got now over 1k. I've now got over 1k. I've got now over 1k. But it's not about the number. It's not about the numbers. It's about putting content. It's about putting content. It's about putting content out there and actually putting it out. And as I said, so there, for instance, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one I went slightly over the score, but it's 11. You'll either get, there'll be 9 bits in it. If there's no 9 in it, there could be 10 in it. And if it's going to the international market, there'll be a wee bit more so that they get the value for the money. But they have to pay the international tracking, which is slightly considerable more. But the whole idea was to, as I said, flood the UK market with USA currency for people that actually wanted it. That was the whole idea, to do this. And then when I was speaking to the USA family, the USA family have encouraged me all the way, has been there for me all the time. The same as the UK, like Ali Mac. You've got Ali Mac, you've got Snobby Scrap Picker, you've got Ian Matthews, you've got Hazy Days. Some of them are from the United Kingdom. All awesome people. Check out their channels. Lovely content, brilliant people to be with, hang about with. It's a case of there's a whole load of communities. And it's like one person will know somebody and somebody else will know somebody. But the thing is, if you upset somebody,
Well, you don't need to say things like that, Alex. You don't need to say things like that. Just what you should be putting on, it's like one big happy family. It's like creating a big happy family. That other guy that was talking to you, he sounded really nice. The one that's going to look at your videos, your content, whatever.
all right. What was I going to say? It's like one happy family, but sometimes things are said out of turn that shouldn't be said, and some people get upset and they get hurt by it or that, and when that happens, it basically creates a sort of rift in the family, and we sort of try and sort it out as an upset without bringing it onto the channel or whatever else, and sometimes it spills out as in whatever's been done or said sometimes. So sometimes people are wondering what was that said and what was this said and why was that said. But sometimes they don't always want to go into it because they don't want to have it, as in say it there and then on their channel, because that might not be the subject related at the time. So they'll tend to turn around and say, well, we'll talk about it another time. So that's how sometimes you hear stuff like that. But I don't want that on my channel. I want to basically bring something to the table. And this is what I'm doing, is bringing something unique to the table that's different to everybody else's, because I don't want people turning around and saying, well, you're copycatting him and he's copycatting. It's maybe okay, maybe I've got it wrong, but I want it to be different. I want my channel to be different. 3 pages a mass. You've done 3 pages a mass. What, they're actually doing schoolwork at home? You're telling me they're doing schoolwork at home at the moment? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Is that what you're telling me? That's what it's resorted to. I shut down. He's just getting sacked for saying that. Need better pay, need better patience, need better patience. You should know better, mister. No cussing in class. So they're actually homeschooling, by Christ. What's it coming to? That is something else. They're actually homeschooling. Now they've said that if you done that as in a normal day, as in thingy, they would actually crack down you and turn around and say, why is your child not at school? Now because they've shut the whole country down, or it's locked down because of coronavirus, they're now homeschooling. Well, if they can do it as in homeschooling now, why are they not doing it all the time then? They're actually going to create problems by the time this is over. By the time this is over, as in about this coronavirus. I was actually looking into it, fun enough, and I was trying to work out where it came from, how it had started, and it was just basically knocked my head for six. And I was like, I don't want to get into this, because it was like Vox. I looked at Vox. Sitting watching YouTube while schooling his child at the same time. My God, what's this world coming to? Honest to God. I don't get a break from. I don't even know how long this is going to last for, as in the coronavirus, and when they're actually going to turn around and say it's fine to come out now. Just because it's a coin channel doesn't mean to say that you have to be into coins. Doesn't need to be as in coins. So your channel doesn't need to have, as long as you have got coins that you can pull out your pocket. I'd be quite happy for somebody to say, oh, I've just pulled that one out. And fun enough, I just that one as well. Because we can talk about UK currency and USA currency. Do you get me? As in thing, because I've done a thing where I've spent like 3 months or 4 months building up stock. So it's not as if I'm short of stock. It's the fact that now I've hit a problem and I'm like, I need to fix this. I need to young mate. I can't buy no more coins. No, I love going to auctions as in here buying UK bits. But if I'm going to buy UK bits, I need to set a budget and say, right, that's for that and that's for that. Because I don't buy it off of eBay. I tend to stick to buying it off of YouTube. So if you want to buy it elsewhere, I'm not saying you have to buy it from me. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you have to buy it from me. But if you're not sure and you don't want China replicas or fakes, it's better buying it for somebody that you actually know and trust and you can build up that reputation with. And he's one of these people that you can take a coin back and say, look, bought this stuff off you, I'm not happy with it. As long as you give it back in the condition that you received it in, because that's the law of eBay. People don't realise the law of eBay is that when you buy something or when you bid for it, it's between the buyer and the seller. But also, you have to be spot on with that description. If that description is wrong, you can actually turn around and say, I want a refund back for that. I'm not the type that thing me as in they've got a thing that you take it back after 3 months now, Cara. I don't agree with that as in taking it back within as in after 3 months. So you've used it for 3 months and then you return it to the sender. You return it to where you bought it for. So you've used it. There was an incident that I saw on just recently as on YouTube, a guy explaining it. He sold a car light to obviously this buyer. And the guy gave him good feedback and all the rest. So something either, I don't know if the light got broken or whether it had been involved in an accident or whatever. And he then returned 3 months later, he returned the light to the guy. But he put in a case as an eBay. So he went through the pictures that obviously this item that he'd sold to this potential customer or whatever, because he took the money and they were wanting the money back. And it was like, not just a wee bit of money, it was like £300 worth of money. And he was fighting it because obviously this customer had sent it back after 3 months. Because when you get good feedback off eBay, that's supposed to be the end of it. As in, you buy a product for somebody, you're not supposed to damage it and then try and send it back. But this is what they're trying to do. They're sending items back it's broken, or they're taking bits out it and then sending it back. So a lot of people are taking, that's why a lot of people are taking pictures for the items that they're putting on. But I didn't want to talk about eBay. I've done eBay in the past. And I was actually thinking of going back to eBay. And I was actually thinking today was going to be a whole different ball game. I wasn't going to do Smithys Surprise bag. I was actually going to do, last night I had an idea of doing a repair video on a mobile phone. But when I was going through stock or stuff, I didn't have the donor parts. I have all the screwdrivers, I have all the equipment, I've got unlocking equipment. I'm trying to study up as new stuff for the accessories that go into the boxes, not the rest. As in sometimes you don't have to use the boxes because they've changed over stuff. I noticed there's a lot of changes back in the mobile industry and all that car on as well. As in that there was a guy that's got his own business and he does this unlocking over the phone or whatever, as in 5 minutes. But if that phone is faulty, you need the equipment to bring back a dead phone, or if software is corrupted or it's got a passcode on it, you need to know how to fix it. There is a lot of videos out there, but a lot of my knowledge I'm willing to put out there, as in my knowledge out there, as in to show people what can be done, how it's done, because I love fixing things. I love fixing anything, as in, but, well, I wouldn't say anything, but as in electrical stuff. With mobile phones, it's only light. It's a light tingle. It's nothing. It's a battery and a charger, and it's 3.7 volts, so it's not a lot of current going through it. It only give a tingle, as I'm saying it. It's like it's like somebody doing that a flick on you. But as I'm saying, I was going to take you through the process of how it's done, and then I decided I wouldn't do that, and I was like, because I didn't have the parts, I was like, I think I'll leave this for another time or until I get the bits, because I bid for one, but I bid for it as a part's not working, because the whole idea was to take the parts out of one and then transfer it to another. But I've also got a customer's one that's I've had for, he's not really bothered about it, but I'm going to send the person it back, but I'm going to send it back better than what it was, because there's a charge. It's charging ports are not 100% on it. Plus, also, it's got a passcode that's he put on that he's forgot how to get it off. So that's another. As I'm saying, I've worked out that I only put content on, but it might not be always content on coins. But I don't want to end up start putting different content, because then people say, "Well, what you doing?" As in 1 minute you're on mobile phones, the next minute you're on coins. That's what I like. Snobby was saying, you're going away for the point that I'm trying to ask you. He was asking me a question: how many 50 pences have you got, so that you could speak about that, so I could do a tutorial on it, or an introductory on a coin, get a value, whatever else. That's what he was saying. But I think that time's up, guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the people that's seen this, whatever else. And I'll see you later. Thing me as in Les likes coins. Sorry, Les likes coins. As I said, it stopped with me. It actually stopped with me. That's what happened. I was actually doing me nobody I know. It stopped as in I had it up, but it was to a stage where it actually, that's what I'm saying, it just stopped. YouTube's played up. Fuck it. Bye.